Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel once again. As always, truly appreciate you being here. So for the new people that have been coming over to the channel lately, I just want to stop real quick. I know I don't do it often, and kind of bring you up to speed. My name is Todd. We are located here in Southern Illinois, and for the last 3.5 years, I've been helping my son Evan, who is 17 years old now, getting ready to graduate high school, run a small firewood business. Now, primarily, we have sold out of a roadside stand and just recently started delivering. But I tell you what it has done is Evan has been able to stay active in his school activities, get very good grades, and not have to go to a job after school and tie up any of his free time. We do this in our spare time whenever possible. I am employed full-time for an employer, so 40 to 50 hours a week there. With Evan being at school, we just kind of do it whenever we can, here and there, and it adds up. And I know a lot of you that have been following along, this is kind of old news to you, but I kind of realize that my videos are kind of a storyline that just keeps on running, and that's just the way I like. I like to just keep building off the last video and just kind of keep that story going. So I know some of the new people that just joined the channel are like, I don't know what's going on here, without going back. So real quick, just wanted to touch base on that. So what am I doing outside? Freezing to death. 2 days ago, I was over here splitting in a t-shirt, and I was actually getting hot. So I'm standing out here after I pried myself away from my coffee pot and my warm house, and it's currently 13 degrees, but I said, Todd, you have to get something done outside today. We've got a busy weekend of stuff going on, but real quick, I wanted to get out. I've got some walnut left over here I need to split, and I've still got a load of cherry sitting on the trailer. So I thought real quick, I'm going to run out, get the equipment warmed up, get a fire going, and get a little splitting done. Now the wind is starting to pick up, so I'm going to try to bring y'all along, but the audio may not be real good, but it's just a little something, right? Get a little something done every day, here and there, and it starts adding up. And we are really getting our stock replenished. And for those new people as well, been working next door over here. The farmer has been a blessing to me. I do not own my own land, but we are fortunate to have, my wife's dad's got a farm, and then her mom and stepdad also have a farm where most of our wood comes from. But believe it or not, we have gotten, I know I said it in the last video, almost 32 to 33 full face cords right here within eyesight of my house. So that has been great. And one lesson I will say on that, if you're like me, you do not have your own land, always respect someone else's land, and you will get called back. The same farmer that all this wood has came from, all the last videos, neighborhood logging videos, every new wood yard video, I got a new wood yard right over here on that farmer, is just all been by treating others with respect and their land also. And just got a phone call from that farmer's brother a couple days ago, and he's got some trees that he had topped in his yard, and he wanted to know if I wanted the wood. He said, my brother told me you were very respectful and trustworthy, and I want to know if you want this wood. So that just goes to show, do the right thing. And I know if you're watching this video, you're like-minded, and you don't need to hear that, but pass that on. And that is one huge lesson that my son Evan has, not only the work ethic, but just that lesson right there alone with doing this, having people pull up, come off the road, see us splitting, and come down and want to offer us free wood. And man, I love what you're doing. I always see you guys out here working. That's priceless to me. So enough yapping, because I'm starting to freeze to death here. I got to get the equipment warmed up and start getting moving around. I'm not used to 13 after 60, but don't worry. By Wednesday, the Midwest roller coaster, we're going to be back near 65 degrees. It's just hard to get used to. So stick with me. let's get something done. All right, so there you go. Time to stack. And I know this wind is picking up out here, but that is a nice trailer full of walnut. And I know you guys seen me throwing some over to the side. That there's more of a bundle grade wood. And like I said in the last video as well, for anybody that's new, we store most of that in the IBC totes. This here is all good stuff, it's just a little bit less desirable for bundles. And we stack all of that over here for bulk firewood sales. And little tip for those of you out there, stick your earmuffs on your cylinder when you're done, and they're good and warm when you go to splitting again. Having a little issue there. I didn't realize I didn't have it in four-wheel drive. It's sure sheet of ice underneath that four-wheeler. A little bit of snow from that on there, it'll melt off and go away. So what I'm doing here is we like to mix all of our bulk sale firewood. And so I'm putting last time I split, I came up probably 16 inches with walnut, and I'm going to do the same on this side. And then when we get into the hackberry and the mulberry, we'll mix a layer of that in there. That way there's a good mixture of wood in each stack. So I'm not going to bore you all to death with this. I'll probably throw this in time lapse. We're going to get this stacked, and I got about a half a trailer full left to go. And I'll feel good about this morning's outside festivities. Get a little bit done, and I'm not going to be sitting around thinking about what I didn't get done later on when I'm out doing our other stuff for the weekend. It's the last home basketball game, and my daughter's a varsity cheerleader, so I'm gonna go see her do that for the last time, and hopefully the guys bring home a win for their last home game. That would be excellent. So let's speed this up and get this walnut stacked. Alright, that's what we got left to get done here this morning. A little bit of bundle wood over there to pick up, so let's get the rest of this split and finish this job up. everybody, the last round was complete. Got a little bit more here to stack left in the trailer, and the wind's picking up a little bit, so I'll probably head over here a little bit more out of the wind and close this video out. But as I always say, I appreciate you guys coming along and hanging out with me here. Just a little something I was doing today, a little splitting. So I was inspired a while back by Matt over at Firewood on the Hill. He did a video about making some goals in your wood yard and trying to stick to them. And I did just that. And my goals were simply just to try to do a little every day. And sometimes that's all we got time for after work. There's a lot of you out there like me that work full time, and this is not your main gig, if you will. So I try to do a little every day and keep it fun, and it adds up. So a little here and there, before you know it, the wood yard over here was empty a month ago, and it's already filling back up, and that's not counting the new wood yard across the way that's already starting to accumulate some nice rows of splits. So that's all I got for this one, everybody. I appreciate you being here with me again and taking the time to watch and like and comment, and maybe some of you are sharing. I'm seeing a little bit of that sharing, so that makes me feel good that you thought enough of it to share it with a friend. So appreciate that, and I'm gonna let you go, and I'm going back in the house and maybe having another cup of coffee. It is a cold one out here. So until next time, get outside. We'll see you.